It's now time for Trivia Tracks with yours truly, Price Robertson. This edition of Trivia Tracks is brought to you by Beth Smith at Edward Jones and by ProMed Ambulance Services. One of the most gifted comics of his generation, Buddy Hackett was born Leonard Hacker 100 years ago tomorrow in Brooklyn. One of two children in a Jewish family, Hackett suffered from Bell's palsy as a child, which gave him his distinctive look. His neighbor during childhood was future baseball player Sandy Koufax. He was active in varsity football and drama club in high school. While still a student, Hackett worked as a tumbler, Yiddish for tumult maker, entertaining guests, and the Catskills Borchspelt resorts. While there, he began performing stand-up comedy in the resort nightclubs as Butch Hacker. He appeared first at the Golden Hotel in Hurleyville, New York, claiming later he did not get one single laugh. Following his graduation from high school in 1942, Hackett enlisted in the U.S. Army and served during World War II for 3 years in an anti-aircraft battery. His first post-war job was at the Pink Elephant, a Brooklyn nightclub. It was here that he changed his name from Leonard Hacker to Buddy Hackett. He made appearances in Los Angeles and Las Vegas and continued to perform in the Catskills. He was acting on Broadway when producer Max Liebman saw him and cast him in 2 television specials. Hackett's movie career began in 1950 with a 10-minute World of Sports reel for Columbia Pictures called King of the Pens. There was an anecdote that because of this appearance, Hackett received an offer to join the Three Stooges from Jules White, the head of Columbia Short Subjects Department, as early as 1946, when Curly Howard suffered a stroke. It was said Hackett even joined Mo Howard and Larry Fine for rehearsal, but turned down the offer eventually when he felt he did not fit with the act's comedy style and wanted to develop his own style as a solo act. This rumor was later dismissed as either untrue or unfounded. But even later in life, Hackett always told this particular anecdote. Hackett would not return to movies until 1953, after one of his nightclub routines attracted attention. He was an emergency replacement for the similarly built Lou Costello in 1954. Costello and partner Bud Abbott were set to make the movie Fireman Saved My Child, featuring Spike Jonze and his City Slickers. Several scenes had been shot with stunt doubles when Costello was forced to withdraw due to illness. Universal International salvaged the project by hiring Hugh O'Brien, later TV's Wyatt Earp, and Hackett to take over the Abbott and Costello roles, with Jonze and his band becoming the main attraction. Hackett will later play Costello in the 1978 made-for-TV movie Bud and Lou, opposite Harvey Korman as Bud Abbott. By the way, much of that biopic was fictionalized. Hackett became known to a wider audience when he appeared on television in the 1950s and 60s as a frequent guest on variety and talk shows, telling brash, often off-color jokes and mugging at the camera. He has the distinction of making the most guest appearances in the history of The Tonight Show during the Johnny Carson era. Given his talent for both comedy and drama, Hackett made guest spots on shows such as The Rifleman, The Big Valley, The Lucy Show, The Love Boat, Quincy M.E., The Fall Guy, Murder, She Wrote, and Boy Meets World. He had briefly starred in his own series, Stanley, in 1956. His other film appearances include The Music Man, It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, and Scrooged. Off camera, he was an avid firearms collector. Buddy Hackett continued to work well into his advancing years. In the early 90s, he was diagnosed with severe heart disease, but steadfastly refused to consider bypass surgery. His heart disease was the primary cause of his death on June 30th, 2003, at the age of 78. Hackett's son Sandy followed his father into the comedy world, and for years opened for his father before his performances. Sandy created a one-man stage show about his father after the latter's death. For his contributions to entertainment, Buddy Hackett was given a Hollywood Walk of Fame star, a Golden Palm star via Palm Springs Walk of Stars, and a posthumous induction into the New Jersey Hall of Fame in 2021. Till next time, I'm Price Robertson. Amazed by today's trivia? Then join me for Trivia Tracks weekdays at 6:45 on Everybody's Country Y95.